myself because Tamil konjam puriya varadu. My name is Sriram. எனக்கு அவர் hero மாதிரி. Mainly I sing from the chest voice, which I think is a good healthy way of singing. மனமோ ஏதோ சொல்ல வார்த்தை தேடுதே. ஒரு March 2012 தான் he sent me the email for Adiye. Shankar sir already studio இருந்தார். We went to the studio that same night. And I think around that time when we recorded என்னோட இருந்தால் இமை மூடிடு என்றே நகரும் நொடிகள் கசையடி போலே. Because அந்த பாட்டு ஈஸி பாட்டு இல்லை, பாடுறதுக்கு பிச்சில் போகாது, பட் கான்ஸ்டன்ட் மூவ்மெண்ட் இருக்கு. வரி வரி கவிதை தள்ளி போகாதே எனையும் தள்ளி போக சொல்லாதே. சங்கீதம்னா இட்ஸ் the universe. We are just a speck and we are blessed to be able to contribute to that. தள்ளி போகாதே. My name is Sriram. நான் actually மயிலாப்பூரில் தான் பிறந்தேன், close to this house. அதுக்கப்புறம் 91ல் family shifted to San Francisco where I grew up. அங்கே தான் schooling-லாம் everything was done there. So எனக்கு பாட்டில் இனிஷியேஷன்னா கர்நாடிக் மியூசிக்கில் தான். என்னோட அம்மா லதா ஸ்ரீராம், she's the one that started me off in music. ஒரு 2001ல் I started when I was living there in Fremont. I started listening to R&B, jazz, other forms of music. I realized the similarities between Carnatic vocalization and those certain R&B forms. அது எப்படி இந்த கமக்கங்களாக இருக்க Carnatic music, அப்படியே இந்த R&Bல there are certain embellishments that they use. In 2008, I started attending Berklee College of Music in Boston. 2009-10 I started recording my own YouTube covers. So this was covers of classic Western songs, and then after that original compositions as well. By 2011 I started getting millions of views on certain videos, and so it really started moving all by itself. There was no real thought of promotion and such things. Just me by myself in my room doing it with my friends. And then from that, one of the videos I chose, I sent to Rahman sir. Then I met him for the first time December 2011 in Chennai December season. So I was giving concerts and I'd always send him my songs after that. And Apodan, they first told me to come to a studio here, and I met him for the first time and recorded a song actually for his spiritual guru who was here in town. And it was first, for me, and the experience, I'll never forget it. Every experience I'll never forget, but that one especially because it was, எனக்கு அவர் ஒரு ஹீரோ மாதிரி. Since I was young, அம்மா காரில் போச்செல்லாம் கர்நாடிக் மியூசிக் போடுவாள். அப்புறம் MS Subbulakshmi இந்த டிவோஷனல் பாட்டெலாம் போடுவாள். அப்புறம் she'll put A. Rahman sir's film songs. So Roja, Bombay, all those different ones, Tamil and Hindi. So I'd grown up listening to his music and loving his music, and when he got the Oscar, that was huge for all Indian American kids doing creative things there, because number two, we had never seen anyone of us on the big stage in that manner. So when I first met him, it was a surreal experience, and to see the way he carried himself with his humility and curiosity for music was very inspiring. ஒரு March 2012 தான் he sent me the email for Adiye, for Mani sir's movie Kadal. So that recorded, we did that long distance. நான் Boston இருந்தேன், அவர் இந்தியாவில் இருந்தார், but அவர் Skypeல இருந்தார். So he was directing me via Skype and I was recording and sending. So that was a very energetic rapid fire session. Or fast up, it was going fast, and he was also feeding me ideas and just directing me the whole way. And on the Skype play, he was able to get the performance that he got out of me. அப்போ வச்சு இந்த சென்னையில் தாய்மண்ணை வணக்கம்னு ஒரு ஷோ பண்ணார் அவர் இந்த YMCA கிரவுண்ட்ஸில். ஸோ that was my first time performing 25,000, 30,000 people இருந்திருப்பாங்க. So that, so many experiences happened that time that I was just on a high. அதுக்கப்புறம் இந்த January, once it was the New Year, நான் இங்கே தான் இருந்தேன். ஒரு 2 monthsக்கு இங்கே தான் இருந்தேன். And I think around that time when we recorded என்னோட இருந்தால் Shankar sir already studio இருந்தார். We went to the studio that same night. And அன்னைக்கு தான் we recorded this song. Actually, he asked, can you sing in this pitch? Because it's high. I said, try பண்ணி பார்க்கலாம். I said, yeah, you can sing. So then we just sang it and we did it. So that session was like any session with him, and very special. The energy that he brought to the session and the ஒரு studio இருக்கிறது, the environment அவர் create பண்ணுறது, it's very special. Once you go in, you don't think about anything else. You just focus. The energy that came from the fact I'm recording for AR Sir for the first time just took me to another level. The second time, the fact that I was doing it in person and he was directing me and the interaction was direct right there and there was one of the best experiences of my life. The third song was Yene Matrum Kadale from the movie Nanum Raudida. So although I was in San Francisco, he was here in Chennai. So na atla irundhen and I have my own recording setup. But this happened in October, this past October it happened. And I'm actually I appreciate and they trusted me to know what to do and to do justice to it and to be able to record it and send it back. Melody, the way it moves, or a very, very unique melody. AR Sir is the only one I think that can create something that moves in that way. It's and the chorus is thalli pogade, அது லாஸ்ட்ல தான் வருது பாட்டில். It doesn't come in the beginning. The song goes through almost like one journey of constant movement, then it comes there. So the minute I heard that, I knew it was something different, something very, very, very special. And I was blessed to be able, just the fact that he thought of me to sing that was amazing. Again, like the other couple of times. That session specifically was challenging because on the part, easy part illa, pitch la poadu, but constant movement irukku, the melody. And like I didn't have, once we recorded it, I didn't have time to think, was this going to be received well, is it going to be a hit? Because they released it January 1st. I'd recorded very recently before that. I performed with Sir for the Nenje area concert, again YMCA grounds la. Anga ennoda nirundal I sang, and then they played the song at a certain part, and the crowd was receiving it incredibly well, and that was one great experience for me to be able to witness that happening. And actually I was very conscious at the rendu farm song. I wanted to keep it separate and progress separately in both. The adiye part is clear kadalla, so that one would fall under blues / R&B. Now mainly I sing from the chest voice, which I think is a good healthy way of singing also. So vocal technique pathina adu oru clash ayala. Stylistic pathina I made sure I kept them both separate so they didn't Carnatic paadicha western mari irukka koodadhu. Western paadicha, if I want, I'll bring Carnatic influence only if it's intentional. So it was a very and actually my time at Berkeley really helped me sculpt my mindset of how to approach both forms and to keep them separate as I pleased. And like a music la oru 3 streams irukku. First stream enna the Carnatic music, fountainhead, something I'll always do. Second, independent music, anga original work I write and I record. Actually been working on my album, I'll speak about that a little bit later. And then third, playback singing. So because I have all these 3, I never feel like I have to only depend on one. At any given time I'm doing all 3 and it's a challenge. Balance பண்றதுக்கே ஒரு challenge ஆ தான் இருக்கு, but I'm again blessed to be able to do all 3 and progress forward in my career in all 3 worlds. The album title is Insomniac Season, and the concept is one night spent not sleeping, the different thoughts that go through one side, and each song is that. So the concept now is a bit introspective and very serious tone to it. Similar to the Tamil songs I've done, there's a very emotional feeling to the whole album. And this will be my first, I would say, big statement in that world. And Angayana, I think it's been great that I progressed this much in my music there, because like Minnala Sonamari, there's not many Indian people at all. Actually, yarume illa to represent Indian people in Western mainstream right now in music. So I want to be someone to break that barrier down. So this album will be a very good step, and I'll be promoting it here as well in Chennai. I think the music will really resonate globally. It brings together R&B, pop, some electronic elements, and then I also always have my way of putting the Indian classical elements into the music. So it's a very unique combination that the team over there has really helped me put together. And ipodan the mixing aarthu ipo. So it's almost done, and we'll be releasing it within the next few months. Especially Amma Solluva Carnatic music. Sangeetamna, it's the universe. We are just a speck, and we are blessed to be able to contribute to that. So that applies to all music, all art. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about contributing some energy, whatever we can, to the world. So those three things are the main things that I've kept in mind. I remind myself every day, and I think it's allowed me to have a good start in my career. I would still say I'm starting off. You know, so it's been since I've been singing playback, and everything has been progressing. You know, and I think it's a good foundation to build upon for the years to come. என்னையும் தள்ளிப்போக சொல்லாதே இருவர் இதழும் மலர் எனும் முள்தானே தள்ளிப்போகாதே